MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
0-1 the count.
PR. First pitch, 7:06.
Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Conforto is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 6.
Here's the first pitch to him. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through. Through the fastball. Behind 0-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
First pitch on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. You got to
Leading
stick
off
to the game
for the
plan.
Red
Somebody's
Sox,
going to have to get a knock
the
or 2
designated
outs
hitter,
and find a way
Jose
to not leave base runners stranded.
Heading out towards shallow right. There to take it is Cruz, and that's the first out. So one away here with the bases empty, and into bat next is Albert Almora. Woods ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
And this is a fair ball as it'll make its way toward the 335 sign.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Stays alive, still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Ripped on the ground to first. To second for 1. Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires the side. Here's Nelson Cruz now. His line against Justin Verlander. He's got 12 hits in 45 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Nelson Cruz goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove. all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Behind 0-2 now. Peralta on third with 2 out. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. And the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Javier.
First offering on its way.
Baez.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
The third baseman.
Stepping in, Justin Turner. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about putting
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Wow, that's up onto the patio. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.